Hi everyone. I couldn't complete the rules of pluralization yesterday because of the time limitation. So that's why I made the part 2, and there are still some rules remaining that we will be discussing in coming videos. Now the rule that we are going to discuss now is there are some nouns when we make their plural we use in the end of them ves. This is called suffix. In English, there is a system of affix, and affix is a part of the word that is attached to the stem or the root word to change its meaning or form. So if the part is attached in the beginning, it is called prefix, and if it is attached in the end, that is called suffix. So there are some nouns when we make their plural we have to add suffix, that is ves. How should I know that to which nouns I add ves to make their plural? Let's discuss. If your noun ends in f or fe, in most of the cases you cannot presume that this is the rule of the thumb and from henceforth to every noun, but in most of cases this happens. For example, I have a word that is wife or life. In this word we have fe. So if I am going to make it plural, so it will be lives. I will change fe into ves. Wife fe will change into ves, wives. Leaf only f and it will be changed into ves. But there are some exceptions to this rule. What is its exception? I talked about it in my last video. So what are the exceptions? Chief, its plural will not be chiefs, but its plural will be chiefs. Roof, plural will be roofs. Gulfs, griefs, dwarfs, serfs, serfs, proofs, strifes, bluffs, and calves and spoofs. So in these all nouns, when we make their plural, we add only s. There are many others. I have only discussed the very commonly used words that take x to make their plural. But the best and the safest course is this, that if you are confused in anything, check it with the dictionary. I already have recommended a dictionary, that is Oxford Advanced Learners Practical Dictionary or Longman Dictionary of Contemporary English, because these dictionaries are specially designed for the non-native speakers. Then we have also some nouns. To make their plural, we put apostrophe. This particular sign is called apostrophe plus s. So what are those nouns that take apostrophe and s? The letters, because the letters in any language, these are actually the names that are given to particular sounds. They are also nouns. Symbols, they make their plural with the addition of apostrophe and s. And numbers, with the numbers we also do like that. For example, if I want to make the plural of e, which is a letter, so I will make its plural like this: e apostrophe and s. So I will pronounce it ease. 5, plural will be fives. Theta, this is a mathematical symbol, thetas. How it is practical use? I have made a sentence for you. For example, I am given a sum and it is written like this: there are 3 A's, means in this sum the number of A is more than 1. So I would say, I will write it like this: there are 3 A's, 2 5's and 4 thetas in this sum. I hope you understand that the plural of letters, symbols and numbers is made in this way. If you remember from my previous lecture, I talked about compound noun, and that was the reason I discussed it earlier. So compound nouns are also confusing for many students. Many students are confused that in compound noun where to put s, es, is or what, etc. So here is a tip that if you want to make the plural of a compound noun, always put s or es to the main word in it. For example, I have a compound word like a commander-in-chief. So the main word in this compound noun is commander. So if I'm making its plural, so I would say commanders-in-chief. If I have a word stepbrother and I want to make its plural, the main word in this is brother, so I would say stepbrothers. And passerby, the main word in this compound noun is passer, so if I am going to make its plural, so it would be passers-by. Here I would like to draw your attention to a very common mistake that most of the people do here. They don't know the difference between stepbrother and half brother. Where they actually should use half brother or half sister, they use the word stepbrother or stepsister. So what is the difference between these two things? In the sense we mostly use stepbrother, we should actually use half brother. So what is half brother? When one of the parent is same, it means that you have a biological relation with them. For example, some man marries twice and he has two wives, so the children from both the wives will be half brothers and half sisters. But if someone is married and they have already children and then they remarry, especially the woman, then the children, they don't have a biological relation, so they are actually called stepbrothers and stepsisters. And this is very common mistake I have as a teacher observed, and also in most of the cases I heard people misusing this word. The next rule is we have also a group of nouns, they are called irregular nouns. From the word you can understand that irregular means no rule. So there is no rule like the rules we learned that we follow. So in that case we have to learn the plural of these nouns by heart, not by any rule. The very common word is man and its plural is men. Woman and its plural is women, which is mostly mispronounced. It is said women. That's not the right pronunciation. So woman, women. Goose, plural is geese. Mouse, mice. Louse, lice. Tooth, teeth. Child, children. This is also written in most of the cases. I've seen that students write childs. So there's no such word as childs in English. Ox and oxen. Then medium, the plural is media. Yes, media. The commonly word used is media, which is actually the plural of medium. Then is thesis, and thesis actually only the spelling is different. Here we are putting I and here we put E. Then Mr., though it is not very common, it is usually used when you are talking about the whole family and they are shareholders somewhere, or a company or a group. So we don't individually call their names, but as a group we consider them. So in that case the plural of Mr. is used, mashers. So Mr. and mashers. Maybe somewhere you come across this thing. Then the next word is bacterium. The plural of bacterium is bacteria. but you might have heard it as a plural, but its singular is bacterium. Then is millennium, and its plural is millennia. So it is a millennium is the actually the word that means 1,000 years, and millennia is its plural. We have also group of nouns. Their plural and singular is same. So if they are written plural or if they are written singular, in both the cases, they are written in the same way. So very common example is sheep. Its singular is sheep, plural is also sheep. Deer, plural is deer and singular is also deer. And these are the kinds of fishes like cod, trout, salmon. These are also, their singular and plural is same. And then we have species, its plural and also its singular is same. So this is a group of words, and there are many others. You have to check it up from the dictionary. Their singular and plural is same. I just wanted to bring this thing to your notice that these things exist in English language, and mostly these are ignored. We have some nouns, we have double plural of them. Like dozen, its plural is dozen, dozens. Both of them are possible, but with the little difference in their use and meaning. Hundred and hundreds. Thousand and thousands. Fish and fishes. Hare and hares. Now, you must be thinking that if they have double plural, so what is the difference? Yes, let me define it. If you give the exact number of something, like if I say 5 dozen, so what is the exact number? 5. So when you give the exact number of these nouns, then their plural is same. 5 dozen, 900, and I have seen in the checks, when people fill in the checks, they say 900s. That's not right. So the plural, when you give the exact number, their plural and singular is same, like 900, 10,000. So this happens with them. Then what is the use of them? When you use them to indicate indefinite number. For example, dozens of the chicks died in the bird flu. Dozens of. Here I am using the word dozen in a plural form because I don't give the exact number of how many dozens. Hundreds of people have been displaced during the flood. I don't give the exact number. Thousands of the people have lost their lives. Here again, we don't give the exact number. But as far as the double plural of fish and hare is concerned, there's a little different rule or the sense will be applied. Fish, if the same kind of the fish is there, same kind of fish, the number is more than one, so the plural is fish and fish. But if there is a variety of fishes, different kinds of fishes or a species of fishes, then in that case the plural of fish is fishes. So this is the difference between the double plural of fish. Then is hare. Another common mistake I have seen, I have heard people making. What is this? That the plural of hare is hare and also hares. If you are talking about all the hair of someone's head, then in English grammar, they are uncountable and they are singular and plural is same. But in our language, in most of the local languages, all hair on someone's head are plural. But in English, all hair on someone's head is considered as singular. But a few strands of hair of someone, they are individually taken, then in that case the plural of hair is hairs. Let us understand it through the example. If you say his hairs are black, the sentence grammatically is wrong according to the English grammar, because here I am talking about all hair of a person. So I can't use hairs and the plural verb here. What should I say? His hair is black. That's the right thing. Maybe in your exam or somewhere, a fill in the blank comes and you make this mistake. So his hair is black. Then what is the use of the plural form of hairs? Yes, let us discuss. Let me give you another example. That is, I found 3 white hairs on the plow. Here you can see I found 3 white hairs on the plow. Here I am not talking about someone's all hair. Means only a few strands of white hair that I found on the plow. In that case, I am using the plural of hair as plurals. I hope you learnt what I tried to explain, but if you still are confused in anything, you can ask me in the comment section. I'll also give the notes of all that thing in the description, but still there are some rules remaining. If I continue the video, it will be rather long video that I will talk about in the part 3. Until then, bye bye.